and start typing on the keyboard really fast. You sure showed me.
Nah. Guess today we're gonna really try to see if this fucking mic cover works. Wasn't windy as soon as I started doing B-roll for that, but as soon as I want to talk, so I know in the last video that honestly I'm surprised it didn't get as many views as I thought it would compared to my Audi video. You know, there's actually racing in the video with a Nismo against a pretty quick GTI. But for some reason, me going around a completely stock looking 20-year-old Audi that's not stock, check out the video, did a lot better. So, time to do a little update on the Nismo. I bought this car probably, I can check it out right now actually. So I bought this car end of January 21st, all the way up in NorCal. So 2.5, or is it 3.5 months? I don't know. 2 to 3 months. I mean, the car is literally ready to be boosted. I haven't had this thing very long, and I was getting impatient with how long the Audi was taking. So, yeah, I told myself I was gonna go really slow on this car and take my time and not mod it. Wait for the Audi, Yeah, that didn't happen. If you guys want to boost your car, there's gonna be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, there's only literally 3 things that you're gonna need to boost your car. Not much. First, and it has to be a tomei, nothing else. It's tomei for life, dog, okay? You need a tomei. That's what I got. Plus a white pipe. Nismos have an X pipe, so if you have a base C, don't worry, you won't need a white pipe, but I got tomei white pipe. Also, when I did install this, it was like 90 degrees out, and the day I installed it, it's been nothing but fucking rainy and cold weather. But down there, you can see, is an oil cooler. It is taped off because, you know, it's been cold and I'm not trying to go replace another motor due to an oil cooler. Fucking sick. You're gonna need a clutch, flywheel, Problem with these cars, they actually do have a concentric slave cylinder issue that go out, and mine went out, and a week later I put an upgraded clutch, flywheel, and Clutch Masters offers the upgraded CSC that Nissan does. So we'll see how long this lasts. If it doesn't, I'll just get a CSC delete. But the cool thing with this clutch, I'm running a Clutch Masters FX400. If you guys know anything about the Clutch Masters clutch, the FX400 is their top single disc clutch right before a twin disc. So it holds a lot of power. It literally, I believe in the brochure that they give you, it says it's rated for like 600. This clutch is actually not too bad stiff. It's stiff, but let me show you something. Turn this on. You hear that chattering? That's what happens when you get a lightweight flywheel. I'm gonna barely press this thing like an inch. Hear that? This clutch is insane. For this clutch to be fully disengaged, you are barely tapping this thing. I mean, your shift times, let me just put it this way. When I first got this clutch and it was broken in and all that, me and my friend were coming back from Cars and Coffee, and I managed to do a little, little 3/4 action because of how little I have to tap this thing to engage or disengage the clutch to engage the next gear. Okay. You know how when sequential shift because it's milliseconds and they have that little pop? I didn't break anything. I just shifted really quick. and it managed to go a little poppy. I mean, trust me, I checked. I mean, that scared the fuck out of me. I mean, the rev's fine, the clutch works fine, I mean, the gear shifter works fine. I mean, so you didn't see that. You didn't see a fucking thing. For the FX400, there is 2 options for the clutch. You got the full face ceramic and you got the 6-puck. I got the 6-puck because this car is ready to be boosted. So I full sent it. Yeah, I mean, literally there's only one thing left to do. And there is multiple there is multiple turbo kits that I do want to go with. I want to run single, so there's about 3 options, I believe. There's Boosted Performance Mid Mount, which is a really good price. There's Soho Top Mount, which is a little more on the expensive side. But there's a company called Gonzivo Motorsports that apparently they've been around for a long time. They do a lot of Evo stuff, a lot of Japanese cars, but they just made a top mount singles turbo kit for the Z. And they're 20 minutes away from me. And they're actually the cheapest option. Out of all these kits that I just named off, they are the only kit that have their own headers. Like they manufacture their own headers. So at the end of the day, as soon as the turbo gets installed, I'm having a full-on exhaust. They have V-band clamp. Here. Let me read off the specs. Now, a lot of people do run this kit. As you can see, that's what it looks like. There's the turbo. Obviously, you could option for the top mount. Their kit is really reasonably priced. I mean, you have to buy the all the fuel stuff, so injectors, pump, and fuel return. They also have multiple turbo options for whatever your power goal is. I mean, I want base, so they'll probably give me around, the owner of Gonzivo said around mid 600 wheel. But here's what the turbo kit includes. Turbo manifolds with V-band flanges and replaces stock headers, 3-inch downpipe, dual 40mm wastegates, 1 turbo smart blow-off valve, or you could choose tile if you want, 3.5-inch 800 horsepower intercooler, 3-inch charge pipe, turbo oil line kit, Z1 oil pan spacer, standard precision, turbo 6766 journal bearing V-band turbo. I think the obvious choice is to go with Gonzivo. I mean, not only is he close to me, so if I have any problems with the kit, I could literally drive down there in the Audi if it ever gets done, and if it don't break on the way, because reliability and V5s do not match together. Yeah, but I mean, the Z is ready. The Z is ready for a turbo kit. Just nothing else to do. By the way, thank you guys so much. I know it's a very, very small number, but I'm astonished. I mean, 266 subscribers. If you can see it there, 266. As far as this car goes, though, I mean, I'm in love. I mean, it's quick for 2014 NA, no tune, no nothing, just intakes, exhaust. That's all the performance mods. I don't know if you consider the clutch a performance mod, but that's all. I mean, this thing is sick. This thing's quick. It handles like a dream. I guess the best way to put how this car handles, if you guys have ever driven a GT350 Shelby Mustang, it is very similar to that, except just lighter, and I think the turn-in is just a little bit better, but this car is a dream. Now, with me burping. I think let's get some flybys at the Z. I know you guys haven't heard it in a while. Tomei, Z, Sex, they're all the same thing. Let's go do some flybys.